Hey everyone, Michelle Alexandria. Look at this. It's another TV. Woo! Woo! And this is the TCL 8 series mini LCD TV. The reason why I bought this TV was I still would like to have an LCD TV in my home. You know, I only own an OLED. I've owned an OLED for about 4 or 5 years now, and I just want a different look and a different operating system to play with. And I gotta say, I walked into this with a little trepidation because all the reviewers said this TV was horrible, horrible. And this is probably the best LCD TV I've ever seen. It is on par with my LG B7, and have I ever said that about any LCD in the past? No, I haven't. And before we begin, I am not a professional reviewer. This is not a review. I am a flake. I may return this. Who knows? To all of you morons who are now suddenly pretending like somehow returning stuff is evil and bad, F off. Don't bother leaving a comment in my comment section. I will delete it because I'm sick of you a-holes suddenly worrying about poor Best Buy, poor Costco, poor blah blah. People are returning stuff. Oh my God, returning. You know, consumers who aren't happy with their products who return them and suddenly evil. It's so wrong. Where the hell did this meme come from? These companies don't give a F about you. Why do you care if someone else returns stuff? It has no impact on you. If these companies want to change their policies, let them. I don't care. It's not my fault these TV manufacturers don't create products that actually work out of the box. That's not my issue. That's on LG. That's on TCL. That's on Sony. That's on Samsung. It's not my issue. I'm paying really good money for a TV. This TV cost me $2,000 to have delivered and set up in my home. And if I'm going to go through all of that, you're darn well, I want my money's worth and I want what I want. I make no apologies for it. And for you morons saying, "Oh, this is I'm just doing this for views and clicks and all this other stuff." Let me tell you a little secret. I don't really care about you. I don't. Like, I want to build a community, but I want to build a community of respectful people. I don't want to build a community of people who dive into conspiracy theories, who trash everyone. That's not the type of community I want to build. And I don't get paid for this crap at all. I get paid for Eclipse running my main website, which is an entertainment website devoted to movies, TV reviews, etc. I get paid for that. I do not get paid for YouTube. I'm just a flake, a normal human being trying to buy a TV that I like. And in 2020, buying a TV that I like should not be this hard. It really shouldn't be. So for all of you conspiracy theories who are like, "Oh my gosh, she just buys TVs so she could return them." No, it's too much of a hassle to go through all of that drama. Not to mention the fact eventually Best Buy is going to ban me. So no, I'm not going to risk that just for a couple of clicks on YouTube. That's stupid. But with that said, this TCL 8 series is absolutely gorgeous. I don't really have a lot to say about this thing. I actually wasn't going to do a video at all, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about it because other than keep saying it's gorgeous, it's gorgeous. The black levels on this thing are amazing. I know I posted something in my community tab the other day about how it crushes darks, and it really does. And that's the number one flaw with this TV. In Dolby Vision, I watched The Mandalorian and The Joker the other day when I first got this TV. And in Dolby Vision, those two programs look dark as heck. It was terrible. And I'm not someone who normally, notices dark crush, but this time the crush was so dark that it literally crushed out pretty much the entire screen. All you would see is the Mandalorian's helmet in a lot of shots, and it was absolutely ridiculous and disgusting. And then the Joker, a lot of those scenes were really like dark. And I'm not saying dark as in, it's just dark. I'm saying it was dark as in several scenes were pitch black, half the screen was black, and everything else. And that was in Dolby Vision mode. But then I watched Doctor Sleep, a criminally underrated movie on 4. What the heck is going on here? On 4K H. Now I'm distracted, people. What is this? Okay, I'm sorry. I was distracted. So I'm sorry, people. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. So anyway, where was I? Oh, so I watched Doctor Sleep on my Panasonic UB820 in regular HDR. Looks brilliant on this TV. And then I also watched Batman because I wanted to see if the Dark Rush really was a real big issue. And in HDR, it absolutely isn't a real big issue. So HDR, Batman Begins looked absolutely flawless on this TV. I was amazed at how bright and punchy everything was, and it looked like my OLED. It was brilliant. I was so happy watching that movie on this TV. And then after that, I woke up this morning and there was actually a firmware update. And when I had the after I installed the firmware update, the Dolby Vision darkness issue isn't nearly as bad. Suddenly, I can actually see what's going on in The Mandalorian. Joker actually looks almost fine. It still looks dark, but it's not pitch black. So I'm still playing around with the Dolby Vision settings on this TV to see if I can get them dialed in. So the only reason why I would return this TV is if I can't quite get the Dolby Vision there. But on bright scenes, the Dolby Vision looks great on this TV. It's just that in dark, it didn't look great. Yesterday, even bright scenes in Dolby Vision did not look all that great. But after the firmware, it looks perfectly fine. The bright scenes look fine now, but the black still crushing, like, not only just the scene it's in, but it's crushing like the entire scene. So that's a issue of concern. I'm going to play with this TV for another couple of weeks, see if there's another update that fixes that. But yeah, I don't know what the critics are saying. And the number one issue with most reviews and reviewers are they get TVs on day one and they trash them, then they return them. But the problem is a lot of these modern TVs require firmware updates. And the TV that they review on February 20th, it's not the same TV 4 months later after a couple of firmware updates. And a lot of these reviewers, they don't come back and re-review stuff. They just go with their initial gut and then spend the rest of the year trashing stuff. Also, do not trust certain YouTubers. There are certain toxic YouTubers out there who put their vile political spin on their reviews. They also spend video after video trashing something, and then after doing 20 videos trashing something in the company's politics and everything else, then they decide to review the TV, and next thing you know, surprise, that TV sucks. Never trust people like that, because it's called, and maybe the TV was bad when they reviewed it, but that's called confirmation bias. If you walk into something expecting to actually hate it, and then you get it and you hate it, how has that been honest with anybody? It's not even been honest with yourself. It really isn't. So that's the thing. Never trust. Ooh, I know that guy. He loves me. So I'm sorry, I can't do this and have this on in the background. It's really distracting me. But anyway, I just hope you guys have a great weekend. I know this was a rambling video. I'll be a little more focused in my next video, but I don't know what I don't know if it's going to be about this TV. It probably will be, but I don't know what you guys want me to say about it. I just love it. It's awesome so far. I just want the Dolby Vision thing to work out. And if the Dolby Vision thing can get dialed in, then I think this is a great TV. I mean, I was watching Star Wars last night, and wow, it looked as almost exactly like my B7, only bigger. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you people, this TV kind of just reconfirms my opinion that I kind of want the 65-inch C9 and just call it a day. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.